Nancy Danino here, creator of the T3 method, the mind-muscle connection coach. If you've been struggling to get those glutes and really isolating using that mind-muscle connection, I'm going to take you through the Romanian deadlift as well as the B-Stance, which is using the unilateral movement. So let's get to it. The Romanian deadlift, I'm always asked, how do we really activate, feel it in the glutes and not the back? So I'm going to break it down for you. My two favorites, actually. I love using the unilateral movements because you can really isolate rather than using both. So with the RDL, the single leg, you're actually just going to take your feet shoulder width apart, all right? And you can actually put this here on the back, but what you're not doing is there's no weight. This is just kind of like an anchor for your stance. It's all in the hip hinge here, hip hinge, shoulders back and chest out. What I normally see is already people are picking up the weight like this, or they're picking up and diving. What you want to do is literally keep those shoulders back. So think of this as a horizontal movement as you're going back. So something's pulling, like imagine a band right here, pulling it back, and then you're going to reach rather than you lifting with your upper back. So if I'm picking this weight up, I'm in position already before I go down. You're having your hip hinge. You've got your foot placement anchoring you. Your chin is kind of neutral here. Shoulders are back. This is not leading the movement, right? That's the first thing. Think of something pulling from the back. You've got a rope and you're going right to mid-shin, mid-thigh, mid-shin, and thigh. Now, if I turn this around, this is the working glute. Right here, dragging it close to your shin. So what you don't see is this, right? We want to actually have it close, mid-shin, and down. You're not locking out at the top of the movement, because that way you're going to release all the tension. We actually want to keep the tension in that glute. Right, down and up. Down and up. Shoulders back, right in that hip hinge. I always say, think of it like you're sitting on a toilet, actually. So I kind of like that one to really isolate the glutes. Same premise goes when you have both dumbbells. If I were to grab these two, everything's driving in those heels. So you're setting up hip hinge right here. This is not the movement going down. Do you see how far they are? Like your lower back would really have a strain on it. So chances are your form is incorrect. Shoulders back. We're going to hip hinge. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Really stepping into the heels, and then you're guiding these all the way down to your shins. You're going to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, and then coming back up, mid. And I'm actually squeezing these glutes, as you can see, coming back down, tracing your legs, and down. And I've got a lot of that weight. So we're not doing this. I'm often seeing this. No bueno, right? Keeping the tension right in this glute. Squeeze, activate. Think of that mind-muscle connection, down and up. And you're stopping right before you actually are about to lock out, down and up. Contract that core, shoulders back, and there we go. I love these two. Really feel it in those glutes. With the B-Stance Romanian deadlift, if you're advanced, you want to kind of put a little twist into it, spice it up. We can actually do it on the opposite, doing a little rotation. So you need a little bit more stability, core development to really get into the kind of stance here. So you're taking it in the opposite hand. You've got your foot back here, but you're actually going to lean into it here. So your shoulders back, chest out still. But what happens is you're kind of twisting down. You're really going to feel that on this glute, but you're not doing this. Again, shoulders back, chest out. So you're twisting it over. And you're really going to feel that in that glute. Twist, shoulders back, chest out. So you're going to see that I'm actually crossing. It's in the opposite hand. There's no weight on this. Over and up. And I'm not locking out. Last one. Good. And then we have the Titanics, aka the Danino favorite. You can actually go and just lean on something here. And from here, if you're wherever you are, instead of just putting it here, if you have a good mobility and good balance, you can actually keep this chest out, same principles, And you're gonna stretch as much as you can and then come back out. Shoulders back. I always call it the dancer's foot in the back. So rather than here, it's just another variation. Up. Good old Titanics. Shoulders back. This is a horizontal movement, not a vertical movement. You're tracing, yes, shoulders back, chest out. But you'll see the hips are horizontally leading the movement. So try those. A little bit more advanced. Let me know how they go.